Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Movie Sense. I'm your host, DJ Selby, and you can find all my information, well, you know where you can find it. And I have with me, as almost always, Mark Flores.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Flores here for another great episode of Movie Sense. Today, we are talking about our best movies of 2018 so far.
Indeed we are.
Yes.
Now, here's the thing, Mark. It's been a hot summer. I've been going to the movies a lot, and I've been let down quite a bit, to be honest with you. The movies that have been out this summer have not been the best, and I gotta be honest with you, I'm not very impressed.
To their credit, some of them have been very ambitious in the fact that they've tried to take risks outside of the average mold of your average blockbuster movie.
There have been a few, I agree. Nonetheless, if you out there agree with us, there hasn't been such a great list of movies out so far this summer. We have some recommendations that have come out this year in 2018 that maybe you should go back and check out for sure. So, one of my favorites that I wanted to kick this off with is Upgrade. Okay, Upgrade was starring Logan Marshall Green. So Upgrade, it was actually directed by Leigh Whannell, and I really like this movie because Leigh Whannell comes from the Insidious fame. He also worked with a lot of great directors like James Wan. He also worked with Jason Blum from Blumhouse, which is really cool. And this movie was very much under the radar, and it got word of mouth. It got popular, and people started watching it some more. And they were like, this is a good flick. This is a really good movie. Upgrade is about advanced technology taking over somebody, giving them access and abilities to fight. This movie right here is very amped up. It's very action and thrill-seeking, performed and driven. And I think this movie, by far, for being low budget like it is very impressive. It's a great flick to watch. It's also just rent it out. Nice little Saturday afternoon, get some popcorn, check it out. I would say it's a great movie for that 2018 so far.
There you go.
Absolutely. Nice. What about you, Mark? What do you recommend?
I want to bring to the table something that I enjoyed discussing. I like discussing a lot of sci-fi action. If we actually had Movie Sense in 2014, 2015, I would have still been talking about Interstellar. But this one, we're talking about Annihilation.
Annihilation, yes. Dude, Annihilation starring Natalie Portman herself. Yeah. And Oscar Isaac. He's in it too. Dude, I love Annihilation. What did you like about it?
I like the fact that you have this... I like calling it the good Prometheus.
The good Prometheus.
Where they're actually able to search for something, search for a new life somewhere.
Right. And you do have that sci-fi thrill to it. You do have hidden discovery. And then also, I think one of your favorite actresses, Tessa Thompson, happens to be in it for a short period of time.
Tessa, I know you like Movie Sense. I don't know if you subscribe or not, but hey, we're here. And I'm here in particular for you.
Annihilation is a bit of an abstract sci-fi, which I do love, but it does give you a benefit of having a sense of an ending. It does give you some thrills, and it has one of the most horrifying scenes in it of all time that I remember watching with a friend, and we were like traumatized after seeing what we saw. Just now I'm remembering that scene like visually, and it was intense. So that's a good pick, Mark. I'm liking it. I'm digging it. If you want to take a trip on the wild side, rent Annihilation. Now, another film that I'd like to recommend that is also kind of indie in a way, kind of has that indie feel just like Annihilation, is A Quiet Place. Starring John Krasinski, who actually directed this movie, starred in it with his wife, Emily Blunt, who he's married to.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Emily Blunt. Disregard those direct messages. Didn't know that. Mr. Krasinski. I didn't know. If she answers me, then, hey, bro.
Did you DM Emily Blunt?
I may or may not have.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, nonetheless.
How was the film?
Let me tell you about the film. Let me tell you about the film. JK has nothing to worry about with you, Mark, because he did a stellar performance as a director. First time solo directing a film, and he did an amazing job. This movie is a thriller sci-fi with a lot of horror elements, similar to that of the Annihilation movie we just talked about. This movie right here, it takes place, it's post-apocalyptic, although it doesn't have those same tropes as a post-apocalyptic, where there's a lot of greenery, there's a lot of... It doesn't look like there's the end of the world kind of thing until we meet the monsters, the creatures that are in this film. Now we're talking business, and every time they appear, you get your dollar's worth.
Right.
you get a little holler for your dollar when these monsters appear. It's a little freaky. Let me take that back. It's a lot freaky, and I'm loving every moment of it. Definitely. So if you want to see a good flick that really does give you a nice, solid ending that leaves you with a little bit of guessing, check out A Quiet Place for sure. Now let's move on to one of yours. Now, what's one of your picks?
One of my picks for 2018 had to be by far Black Panther. Black Panther took the unassuming role as being this one movie with an abstract hero that the Marvel Cinematic Universe wasn't accustomed to and wasn't really familiar with.
Right.
And took the box office by storm.
Dude, Black Panther, directed by one of my favorite directors right now, Ryan Coogler, directed Fruitvale Station and Creed.
Creed, yeah.
So, I mean, right then and there, you know Michael B. Jordan's on board. He plays the villain in there, Killmonger. Then we also have Chadwick Boseman playing Black Panther, which is awesome. Dude, this movie is incredible. You brought it one of my favorites, for sure. Of 2018, hell yeah. This movie, for me, personally, we talked about it on the Movie Sense, one of the past Movie Sense episodes. Yeah. So much so that I will put a link down in the description for that episode. I love Black Panther for so many reasons. One reason is that it does have a socioeconomic side to it that a lot of these other movies in this the MCU did not do. Winter Soldier being an exception, of course. Winter Soldier did do that. I love that one. But Black Panther had so many, like, just parallels to what really exists today. Yeah. And I know that we were talking about Black Panther. You were telling me a little bit about how they represented the characters, how they represented the actors.
Exactly. Like in I would say the last movie to ever fully emulate African American characters like how they should be, where they're not in stereotype, was Boomerang with Eddie Murphy.
Oh man, that is a callback right there.
So we have these characters that are actually portrayed in royalty, a la when Eddie Murphy was in Coming to America.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we have these non-stereotypical roles in Black Panther, and it goes hand in hand with actually being a box office success.
Yeah, these wealthy, and it was true to form to the comic book, which I love.
Exactly.
Because it's like 90% comic book right there. So portraying these characters just like that was amazing. And for it to be so successful and for so many people to go see it. I mean, this movie broke records. Worldwide, domestic, long-standing, weeks, months after it was released.
It's the most successful standalone hero movie of all time.
It is. It absolutely is. It's won that title forever, I believe. For me, so far, that movie is one of the greats. Another movie that is a comic book movie that I want to cap this off with is a little something called Avengers Infinity War.
Never heard of it. Just kidding. Guys, if you haven't heard of Avengers Infinity War yet, it is something you are definitely missing, because for the Russo brothers to take 3 story arcs into 45-minute gaps, and to merge them into one point in the third act, super impressive. Super impressive. That's extremely hard to do with so many characters. You had
so many characters, so many
15
actors.
plus characters.
Yes. And
actors, actresses, excuse me.
Yeah. And this is what's amazing about this movie. This is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is a culmination of multiple MCU movies. I believe it was 18
movies over 10 years.
Prior to this one coming out. And if this is what's really cool about this, all right, guys, is that you don't have to see every single MCU movie. Actually, all you have to do is just watch a couple episodes of Movie Sense where we covered Phase 1, Phase 2, and Phase 3. Mark, did you want to tell them a little bit about that?
Yeah, we cover Phase 1 through 3 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe here on Movie Sense.
Yes.
If you are missing movies, or if you are missing the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe before watching the digital download that you just bought of Infinity War, feel free to watch it. It's going to give you a great education on it, and you're not going to be missing out.
Yeah, it's covering all the major plot points, which is really cool. And it'll keep you up to date, and it'll let you know why Don Cheadle took the place of Terrence Howard as James Rhodes. And it'll also let you know why the Hulk is also changed quite a bit.
Edward Norton, you should have been the Hulk through and through, but you're pretty hard to work with, is what we've been getting.
What we've been hearing about from all the other movie insiders that we talk to here in Syracuse.
Yes. Filming live here in Syracuse, New York.
Avengers Infinity War, like I said, it is the culmination of all the MCU movies to date. This is taking place against one of their major villains, Thanos, and they're gonna have to save not just the world but the universe. So we're going cosmic, right? We're going cosmic. We're seeing in space. We're seeing the comedy aspect, the action. It's the intensity. It's also the drama that's just enthralled in it, especially towards the third act. I mean, the whole third act is just amazing.
It's about love and sacrifice.
Yes.
And to see who will sacrifice for what they really love.
If you're one of the 5 people out there in America who hasn't seen Avengers Infinity War, you need to go watch this movie. If you haven't seen it and you're bored with the summer movies this summer, you need to see Avengers Infinity War without a doubt. And if there's movies that we've mentioned that you don't like, let us know.
Right.
Let's have a little debate about it. If there's movies that you feel deserve more recognition and we haven't brought them up, let us know. Unless there's anything else you want to say.
I actually want to say a few things. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another great episode of Movie Sense.
Yes.
Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And when you guys do subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you're notified to what new Movie Sense videos we have posted up weekly.
Absolutely.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram at This Is Movie Sense.
Yes.
And when you do, make sure you use the hashtag This Is Movie Sense.
Thank you very much, guys. Goodbye.